Nice to meet you, Gary.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Fanta. I'm the social worker today. Well, so how's your day going?
I don't know. It's okay.
It's okay. Anything on your mind? You seem a little bit down. You went down like this. What's going on?
Well, my parents told me about this place, and so I'm just coming here, based on what they want for me.
Yeah. Did you drive here on your own today?
No, they brought me here. They drove me here.
Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and just do a little interview. First, Gary, I just want to go over confidentiality. What that means is that anything that you tell me will be kept private, okay? However, if you tell me anything that expresses any thoughts about harming yourself or anyone else, I have to report it to the authorities.
Okay.
And also, I want to thank you for allowing me to record. And anything you tell me would only be used for training purposes. So anything you tell me is private, okay? Okay, so just go ahead and sign, and then go ahead and date. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Gary, so how's your summer going?
It's going okay. Just hanging around the house.
Yeah, staying in. Going anywhere fun this summer?
Not really. I've just been hanging out with my sister and my brother in the house. Every now and then the family and I may go to the movies or something like that together as a family, but primarily I just kind of hang out in my room, play video games, and
Video games.
Watch sports.
Okay, what kind of sports do you like?
I like a lot of different sports: basketball, football. I was actually in some sports when I was in school. I really missed that, but
Oh, really?
I'm just not able to do those things anymore.
Okay, what kind of sports did you play in high school?
I was playing basketball.
Basketball. Okay, so you're 17, is that right?
Yes.
17, okay. And you haven't graduated yet?
No, I don't know what's going to be happening with my graduation.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to graduate on time or not. That's been an issue too that I've been kind of worried and concerned about lately.
Okay, okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about school? How's that going for you?
I don't know. I really didn't like school much in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard to find friends and fit in. But
Okay.
once I started getting into basketball and stuff like that, it became more interesting for me.
Okay.
But recently I was in an accident and I injured my head and just wasn't able to play anymore. So
Okay.
just kind of been not myself ever since that time.
Not yourself. I can understand that. So tell me about this accident.
Well, it was just with family. We were, actually I was out drinking with friends, and one of my friends were classmates was driving, and we got into a serious accident, and I got injured really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you were obviously in the hospital?
Yes, I was in the hospital for some time.
Okay.
And so that I wasn't not able to go into sports anymore after that. And so just started really getting into a lot of more trouble, because I didn't really have anything else to do. I started hanging with my friends more.
Okay.
And drinking more, and I occasionally started getting into marijuana, smoking marijuana, and I'm sorry, it's just a little hard to think about it.
It's okay, take your time.
It's kind of hard for me to talk about it. But, yeah, so...
Okay, so tell me a little bit about about before the accident? How were things before this, traumatic accident?
Well, I was in sports. I was actively in sports. I was going to school. I had a better relationship with my parents. Now it's more like, I feel kind of alone.
Okay.
I don't feel like anyone really understands me.
Okay. And your parents, tell me a little bit about your parents.
My mom, I talk to her. I can talk to her.
Okay.
But my dad, our relationship is really just not the same.
It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And have you, how is your relationship with your siblings?
Well, I kind of envy them a little bit because they're able to go into sports and do things that I used to be able to do, and my family focuses more on them now with their sports.
Okay.
And I'm more like starting to hang more out in the streets with my friends.
Okay.
I kind of got involved with the street gang, and I have the tattoos to prove it here.
Okay.
My family was very upset when they first found out about it, but I didn't really think of it as a big deal. It's just people that I hang with all the time, that understands me. So
They understand.
I just felt like it's okay. But my family, they're just really against it. So I really don't know. I'm just kind of like caught in between the two.
Sounds like you have a lot going on. You've got your parents and your siblings who seem to not understand you. And so you're maybe having a little bit of isolation feelings from that. And then maybe reaching out to your friends outside of your family. And it doesn't seem like they're setting the best example for you, would you say?
Well, I don't know. I can't really say because, they're my friends and they understand me, so.
Okay, they're your friends.
They're there for me when I need them. But I'm really a good kid, and I really do want to change my lifestyle and maybe perhaps one day get away from the gang and go back to school. I really would like to graduate. That's very important to me. And maybe get into welding is something that I really like to do.
Okay.
But they don't offer it at my school, my high school, so.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you do want to leave this game. You don't want to be a part of it anymore. Okay.
No.
That's very brave. I mean, that's a positive thing. You realize that these are the people that you don't want in your life and you want to graduate. That's very admirable, Gary. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about school? So you're 17. Are you off track on school? Like, how is that going for you?
I'm just a few credits short because when I got into the accident, I had to take some time off, and so now I have a lot to catch it up to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to graduate on time. Mm-hmm. My parents and we did speak with the dean at the school to look over my grades, and I probably would have to stay another year, and I just really don't want to do that. That's just not going to make me feel good at all.
Okay.
So I really would like to, graduate with my class.
With your class.
If I, at least if I can, I would like to possibly go to another school or something, get some type of training.
Okay, that's really positive, Gary. If you have some passions for welding, later down the line, I will give you some options. We have a great program here where you can get some extra training and just get you to the right types of people that will help you stay on track, and you're doing the right thing right now. You're realizing the things that you need to fix, and this is a really good start for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So Gary, I don't need to go back, but I just want to know more so about your family dynamics. Mm-hmm. So you've got mom and dad, and
yes.
Can you tell me about your parents? Anything else?
Well, I was adopted. I found out several years ago. My mom gave me up to some, I think like a community church. And so, I mean, a local, no, it wasn't a church, it was a local community center. And then, that's all I really know. I don't know anything else about my biological parents.
Okay.
But it would be nice to, maybe sometimes I do think about them. But it's been so long, so I know I probably would never see them again.
Okay, so you haven't kept in, has your parents kept in contact with your biological parents at all?
No.
No, okay. Okay. So how do you feel about being adopted? What are your feelings?
I don't know. I hold my feelings in a lot, so.
You hold them in a lot.
Yeah, and I don't know if that has a lot to do with, the way I've been acting out towards my family and my siblings. I've been very volatile and angry all the time. I don't know if that has a lot to do with it. I know I've been drinking a lot too, so.
Okay.
I do feel like a part of me is missing,
Okay.
but I do love my family that I'm currently with. I've been with them forever, so, all my life, since I was an infant, so,
Okay.
But I would like to know, more about maybe, just about the adoption process and maybe find some people that can relate to me, my situation. I don't know that'll, help me better. I'm just not, I don't know. I'm just gonna give up. I'm not sure what I would really want to do about that.
I mean, it is a lot to handle. I mean, I understand that you were adopted as a young infant, and now you're at the point of your life where you're, getting your identity, and maybe something from being adopted is kind of holding you back.
Possibly, yeah.
And so how do you cope? What are your coping mechanisms when you are feeling down and need someone to talk to? I know you mentioned drinking, but are there any other coping mechanisms that you do?
Well, I like to play, when I'm not with my friends, play on the video games, stuff like that.
Games?
Yeah.
Okay.
And watch movies at home.
Okay. And then do you have a lot of friends?
Well, just my friends that's in the game. A lot of my friends that I knew in my sports team, that was on my same sports team in high school, I really don't talk to them much anymore. Just because they're just not into really what I'm into, since I've been really like drinking and hanging out with my new friends, it's kind of, it's a different lifestyle.
Okay, it's a different lifestyle. And Gary, can you tell me a little bit about your drinking? I just want to understand if this is a social thing or if there's something that could be a bigger issue there that we need to further explore.
Well, I don't know. I've been drinking for about the last year.
Okay.
I don't really know. It just happened. I was at a party one night, and some friends introduced me to some alcohol, and that's when I started. And after that, every time me and my friends hang out, we drink occasionally. And sometimes when I find myself upset with my parents, I may go out and to my buddy's house and get drinks too. So.
Okay. So you have friends buying it for you. Okay. And do you think, Gary, that drinking is something that you are concerned about for yourself, or is it something that is just what you're doing right now, but nothing that you would further evolve?
Well, I don't think it's a problem for me.
Okay.
I mean, I was in one accident, but it wasn't my fault. I just happened to be in the back seat. So I think it's more like my parents think it's a problem, but I don't, because I can manage it. I just drink occasionally. I don't really drink every day. It's just when I hang out with my friends or when I feel like free to escape my feelings, but
Okay.
I'm in control.
You're in control. Okay. Okay. So tell me, Gary, when you say you're in control, what types of things are you doing when you get upset? Do you always drink, or would you say you can control your anger and you can move away from a bad situation?
Honestly, I don't think I can control my behavior. Because when I get really upset, I just
Okay.
lash out. And I just black out.
Okay.
So I can't, yeah, I don't think I can, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay. Well, that's something that we can help you over here, not to worry. But I think you're in a good start. You know, you got to sometimes just realize the things that we need to adjust in ourselves because we all are human. And it's just a matter of finding healthier ways to handle our life stressors.
Okay.
You know, and just because you are 17, it does bring some concerns to me, but you reassured me that it's something that you just do socially. So we'll work on that together and just make sure that, you know, you stay away from these things until you're at the right age.
Okay.
You know. Okay. So Gary, so going back, Gary, to your adoption issues, adoption concerns, what is it about being adopted that you feel like is holding you back? Or would you say anything is holding you back?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's affected me or not. The idea that I know is, you know, I think it's in the back of my mind. But now that I have a new family and I've known them all my life, I don't think it really makes a big difference.
Okay.
But I don't know, I could have some things in me that, you know, may need to be brought to the surface, you know. But at this time, I feel like that I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay. Okay, and that's good. That's really good because that's not always the case for some people. You know, being adopted is something that, you know, will take some time to really understand. You know, it's a part of your identity, but thankfully it seems like you've got your mom, you've got your dad, and your siblings who are there for you. You know, and that's a positive thing. So Gary, I can tell you a little bit about what we offer here.
Okay.
So we have a program that's called Foster and Adoptive Youth Come Together, and it's an awesome program that has teens who are adopted or in foster care, and you really just build the brotherhood with people of your age. It's a really positive program. We have support groups, we have advocacy groups, and it just gives a chance for people who are in the same situations to come together and really voice their opinion, you know. I think that's something that would really relate to you. Being adopted seems like you're moved on, but there is still some questioning of maybe possibly reaching out to your birth parents, and maybe this program here that we offer would be something that could really benefit you.
Okay, that sounds pretty interesting.
And at the same time, I know you said that you don't have very many friends in school that you have lost contact with. Well, here at FAT, you'd have that. You know, you guys come together every third Tuesday of the month. So it's a regular meeting, and just talk. You know, sometimes it's something you just need to just get together, and there's no judgment, and you get that relatability.
Okay.
Okay. also, Gary, I know you mentioned welding. That's something that you want to do. Okay, tell me a little bit about your passion for welding, for sports.
I just know that I want to, I heard that, just, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that my biological father used to be a welder.
Oh.
Just some people out in the community were telling me that, you know, that I think knew my parents. Just knew a little bit about them.
Okay.
My father used to be a welder, so I just kind of, maybe that's where I'm getting the connection from. But
yeah,
that's something I've always been really interested in doing. As a kid, I used to just try to build things and put things together.
mm-hmm.
And so I think that would be a great opportunity for me to explore that area.
Sure, it does. It sounds like a really good thing. Well, what we can offer you, Gary, is we have it's a educational program
Mm-hmm.
called Desert Rose Education, which helps people who are interested in getting their GED or getting their high school diploma.
Okay.
And the great thing is there's no age limit.
Okay.
So you'd fit for that. But we can definitely go over those options to see first if you can stay in your school
Mm-hmm.
and maybe graduate with your class. But if we have to look at other options, we have this Desert Rose Adult Education that would really fit your schedule.
Okay.
And they offer extra training for welding. They have computers, programs. It's a really excellent program that
Oh,
you
that'd
could
be
join.
nice.
Mm-hmm. And
Maybe
they have schedules. What was that?
I was just thinking maybe my girlfriend could join that program too.
Oh, okay, so you have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's something that, like I said, there's no age requirement.
Okay.
And it's just a program that helps you stay on track and kind of accommodates, you know, if you work at night or if you have different schedule, they have open availability for that.
Okay.
It's something that we can look into together. Okay. And then also, Gary, I know you had mentioned your coping mechanisms,
Mm-hmm.
and that maybe there's some anger
Yeah.
there. Okay. Well, I think possibly individual counseling, very similar to what you and I are doing, where the therapy would just be revolved around you. And we work together and see what we can do to help you build healthier coping mechanisms. And a possibility of involving your family in the therapy too. If that's
Okay.
something that you want, we can include your family throughout the therapeutic process as well.
Okay.
Okay. I know, Gary, you had mentioned the gang affiliation that you have.
Yes.
Okay. If you'd like to, we can schedule our next appointment together and explore some more thoughts about the gang affiliation. But just to let you know, we do have programs here in the Valley, very much like a Boys and Girls Club,
Mm-hmm.
where you'd get together with people of your age,
Okay.
your teens, and build that brotherhood
Okay.
that you know, maybe liked when you were with the gang.
Okay.
And the boys would come together, you guys would go on camping trips, you'd go around town, just a really community-oriented program. If that's something that you'd like to do, we can explore that on our next appointment.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay, definitely can do that for you. And I just want to let you know, Gary, you're on the right track. This is the first step, and I understand you want to graduate high school. That's something that you love,
Mm-hmm.
you want to pursue. And so you're on the right track. We're going to get you the resources today. I'll go ahead and schedule you. How about the same time next week?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Is that okay?
Well, actually, I have to get with my parents about that.
Okay.
But yeah, that should be okay.
Okay, no problem. And at this appointment, we'll go over your feelings about separating yourself from the wrong type of people. And we'll go ahead and explore some more thoughts about your family relationship.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with me?
Well, no, I'm okay. I'm just, I can't believe I shared as much as I have with you today, but it kind of helps a little bit to express myself now. It feels a little bit good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. It's really good. Okay, Gary, I want to thank you again for coming in today. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.